What's going on? Welcome back to the channel. So today we have the second update on the 1949 Mercury from AMT, and I've made some paint and it's pretty much almost ready for final assembly. Well, basically I do the body work next, but let's go ahead and show you where we're at. So this is a Jimmy Flintstone chopped body. This is not the stock body that comes in the kit we saw in our first update, but here she is. She's in color. Now you might be wondering why it's in black, and because I thought I was doing white and flames. Well, the paint, if you know, I use particular RC paint, and it worked. The first color worked out good, and the paint is not good for doing two-tone on models. That is, because the paint it's kind of thick. I put it on super thin, but when I peeled the tape up for the flames and stuff, first off it kind of peeled up the orange, which is the flames, for one, and two, it was very thick, you want to call it. And I was like, wow, okay, this is not good. So I went ahead and just stripped it, put it in proton and stripped it. I was like, you know what, okay, we're done with that. We're gonna do some make a nice greenish color, like yellowish greenish color, and that didn't work out too good either because there was like spots that it wasn't covering. And I was like, what the heck is going on? I was like, okay, so I had enough of it. I was kind of pissed off at that moment in time because I had to strip the body twice. So I went back to the purple pond again. I was kind of pissed off. It was Easter. It was Easter day when I was painting that green, and I just wanted to get the body done. And I was like, you know what? No, I'm getting this body done today. I'm getting it clear because I don't want to put on my airbrush again. So got the body stripped the same day, and it was noon on Easter, and I was like, no, I'm done. I'm doing it black. Black is a nice basic color, easy to cover. So it went down good. This is actually a Rust-Oleum black. It's from a can, but of course I decanned it and used my airbrush, of course. And of course this is Automotive 2K Clear, finish 1. This part was kind of hard because if you know, black is one, if not the hardest color to do a gloss finish to. Because black, it shows everything, as you see by all my fingerprints on here. But that's not the main thing. The main thing is if there's like a little pivot in the clear coat, if there's like a little scratch, or if there's something in the clear coat, a little piece of dust got stuck into it, or even orange peel. Orange peel is a big thing, or fish eye, you want to call it. That is the big thing. And black, it shows every single little piece of pivot that is in the clear. And yeah, black is basically like a mirror. It's just a mirror to everything. So that was my downside, but it worked out good. This is only 3 coats of clear, and I gotta say, I'm really happy with the result. So that looks really good. And then of course we do have the trunk. Of course, that looks fantastic as well. Only thing that did get some pivots in was of course the hood. As you see right there, there were some pivots right there, so I do have to do some wet sanding on the hood, unfortunately, but not too big a deal. That's not too big a deal. And then we'll try to get that buffed out, and yeah, then we have to paint this down here flat black. So we'll do that with my electric airbrush. But yeah, that was kind of unfortunate. The hood didn't turn out too good, but not too big a deal. At least it was just the hood. The trunk is good, and the body, the main thing was the body, because I really did not want to wet sand this whole thing and polish it, because that's be a nightmare. I did that before, and yeah. But yeah, this is just straight clear. As you see, it looks really good. If you get your fingerprints out here, so I will be doing some not wet sand, but you know, polish on and polish off, you know, wax on, wax off. That's what I'm gonna do. So, but yeah, it looks good. And then, of course, all the accent colors. We got all the chrome parts. We got the grill here in chrome. So that's going to look really good in there. So, yeah, very cool. And then, of course, we got the side pipe exhaust. We got that in chrome. So, I do want to draw out the exhaust a little bit so make it more realistic. But that looks really good. And then, of course, we got the bumpers. Bumpers are in chrome. And then that's going to look very nice on there as well. So yeah, we got all the body parts down. The headlights are in chrome. We do have to make my windows, of course. This is a chop body. The trim, I'm not really sure if I'm gonna do the trim in chrome. I'm kind of digging it black, that custom look. But we're not sure yet. I might do a chrome, who knows. I will be doing the side trim in chrome. This guy right here down in the middle, so I will be doing that in chrome with bare metal foil. But the windows, I'm not really sure. I kind of am digging it black, but we'll see. Let's move on to the wheels and tires. Just right here, these are 3D printed wheels and tires. They look really good. The tires are in 2-piece. You get the main tire, and then you get the white wall separate. So you can paint it white, and then you glue it on. That looks really good. The wheel is in 3 pieces. You get the wheel, the hubcap, and then you get the ring. I did the wheel, the ring, and the wheel in black, the same black as the body, and then put on 2 coats of clear. And then the hubcap in chrome, and it does say mercury on there. If you really look on there, so it does say mercury. So we got some mercury wheels. So that looks really good. So we got 4 of those, and then of course we do have a spare with no hubcap. And since this kit does offer an opening trunk and has trunk detail, that will just slide in there like that. And yeah, that's very cool. That's gonna give more detail into the trunk. So speaking of chassis, here she is, and this is an aftermarket 3D printed resin Cobra engine. So very cool. This kit, you can only do it 2 ways: stock, which is the normal body, or like a drag racing version, which you can do like a roll cage, which I don't really want to do that. That's just kind of weird. And it comes with a flathead, the stock flathead engine. It also comes with like a big, like a racing V8 engine, whatever the heck it is. I didn't want that because I don't know. I didn't want like a big 500 horsepower in this thing. I just wanted a nice basic engine. So got a nice Cobra engine. This is like 250 horsepower, so nothing too crazy. But yeah, and we got Parks aluminum belts and pulleys on there, so it looks really good. And underside, just pretty basic on their side, just all black. And just did an aluminum gas tank. I might weather that just a little bit with some black wash. But other than that, the chassis is pretty basic. I'm not going to wire or detail the living heck out of this model for a chassis that is. It's just kind of the body kind of did me in. Once the body kind of, if you have to ship the body multiple times, especially for me, I'm just kind of like, okay, I'm done with the model. Just want to finish it and not put much more detail into it. You know, it's just, you know, I'm not sure that's how you are, but for me, it's just like if I've stripped the body multiple times, it's just like, okay, I'm not going to be doing much detail in this model, much more. So here's the interior. Interior is pretty nice. They're nice dark dull red. So that's actually what it is. It's actually Tamiya. This is actually Tamiya new lacquer color, just dull red. So very cool. So that's a nice color. And I figured, you know, nice dark red look good in that black theme. Just so it has stand out. Of course, we got some black seat belts in there, and then we did the dashboard in the same body color. So very cool. And the steering wheel is 3D printed. This is basically the same exact steering wheel that comes in the kit, except my kit, it was full of flash. I didn't want a chance to clean it because since this kit is almost 35, almost 40 years old, I didn't really want to take a chance and clean it because when I cleaned the shifter, again, this is a 3D printed shifter, the shifter broke super easily. I just broke it into like multiple pieces. So I didn't want to take a chance on the steering wheel because I'm sure the steering wheel, it will break in multiple pieces. So just safe enough just to put a new one. Yeah, it's the same exact one. So very cool. And of course, we flocked it. This is just dark flocking. And yeah, that's basically it for the interior. There's no gauge crossing decals. I didn't feel like searching for one, so I just painted chrome. And yeah, there's that. So, but you're not going to be seeing much anyway because the windows on this body are chopped and they're much smaller and it's much harder to see inside here. But what you can see, it's going to look nice. But that's pretty much about it. Yeah, that's pretty much about this update. Just want to come on here and show you where we're at. Yeah, this body, you know, it took some time, it took some loving, but you know, never give up. Always, if you have paint issues, you can always strip it. Just in case you're wondering what I used, I stripped it. Super clean, strips everything. It stripped the paint, the primer. I use automotive primer, so it even stripped automotive primer. It strips splash paints easy. It strips restoring paint pretty easily. It strips about anything. You just gotta keep it in there. If you're using any kind of automotive or like restoring paint, you're gonna keep it in there for at least 12 hours, if so. But if you're using anything kind of less than that, if you're using like Tamiya paint, or if you're using, of course, Acrylic paint, you can keep it. It usually strips it within like an hour or so. But it depends what kind of paint you're using, and it depends how many coats and how thick you put it on. But yeah, that's what I use. Super clean, and it works really good. And I had to shoot this body twice, so yeah, very underwhelming. And especially I was on Easter day, I was kind of like, okay, kind of pissed off at that moment. But other than that, it's gonna work out good. And I do the black was my third color I want to do in. And like I said, black, it looks really good on anything as long as you polish it if you have to, or make sure there's no orange peel or anything like that, because black, it just looks horrendous if it has orange peel or anything in it. But if you look at it, it has a nice gloss to it, it's gonna look fantastic at the show. But alright guys, that's it for this update, and until my next video, I'll catch you next time. Take it easy.